Hey everybody, welcome back to Tires on the Road. In this video, we're going to be going over RV service fails. Our service department, who just worked on our Alliance, failed. And I know that many of you out there have had the same issues with not getting your rig handled in a timely fashion, poor quality work, and just a disaster to have to deal with and have to work with. So let's get into this. Just going through a few more things on the inside. Nice. They cleaned it up before I picked it up. Found this piece here underneath the kitchen, which was pushed up against the slide right here. I noticed the porcelain is popped off because these screws were over tightened. And this piece here appears to be like the end of the stove here. I'm not sure why they changed that out. This piece here I've been waiting on since April or May. Other things they said were complete is the trim around the doors, or the loose trim in the rig. All simple things. You think Alliance would have all this stuff in stock and it'd be easy, but no, they've been waiting on this stuff for months. It's Alliance's fault. It's Alliance's fault. I can tell you what, after dealing with Alliance, it's not Alliance's fault. It's the dealer using it for an excuse. All the dirt left in the rig from them working on the slide out. This is just what came from the master bedroom area. You know, the problem is these RVs are just a number to the dealer. That's all they are. They don't realize that there's a family, somebody who's worked extremely hard to get to where they're at, shelling out big money for an RV to enjoy the RV lifestyle. And these RV dealers, specifically the service departments, treat these rigs as just a number. You guys need to know that these are owned by hardworking people who bust their ass every day to get up, go to work, be able to afford this lifestyle, and you treat it like it's just some kind of, you know, like I said, a number. It's just another thing in your inventory without a name and a face behind it. You guys need to wake up. Here's another aspect too. The dealership that I went to for service, we had to make an appointment to bring our rig in. That way they made sure that all the parts were in stock. So you would think that if you take your rig in for service and you have an appointment, all the parts are in stock, you know, benefit of the doubt, 2 weeks possibly to get the rig in and out. Because if you're making an appointment, they're obviously tracking their workload and are confident that they have the parts and that in a certain amount of time they're able to get that warranty work completed. Period. So why make appointments if you have no respect for your customer's time and you just keep dragging on and dragging on? I would think that if you make an appointment, you are ready for the rig to come in, you have the manpower, you have the parts, you have the space available in your service area to handle the rig and to be able to get the rig turned around promptly. Now, just like I mentioned earlier, there's the human aspect. Obviously, us, the consumer who purchased the RV, has a lot of time tied up, a lot of emotions, a lot of feelings tied up in that RV. We purchased it to be able to go RVing and to be able to use it and not have it sit in a service department's lot for several months. I have heard of going through a tunnel, other situations where the RV has sat in the yard for a year and has still not been completed. If you're making payments on a rig, that's a long time to be making payments on something and not have any use of that RV. Now back to the human aspect, I get it. Everybody's strapped for workers these days. RV locations and service departments probably are not immune from that. But maybe that's something we need to look at and be able to fix, is how do we get more people into the service industry? And not just people, not just warm bodies, not just somebody to breathe on a mirror and say I'm here, but qualified service technicians that are approved from the factory to be a service or warranty provider of their product, making sure that the repairs made meet the manufacturer's guidelines and specifications, i.e. the type of caulking they use, the method in which they repair items, to be able to handle a manufacturer's service work and be approved for that, even before they become a dealer for that brand. That should be part of the requisite. So not just any dealer can get a RV brand to be able to sell. As the old saying goes, it takes years to build a customer relationship or to build a sale, and it only takes seconds to lose that reputation. And I hate to see Alliance's reputation tarnished by dealers who are not qualified to service their RVs. I think the other thing too that a RV manufacturer should look at when they're looking at RV dealers to carry their brand is how many other brands do they carry, which means that's that many more brands that they're going to have to provide service for, and their brand may not get priority or any special care because they have many other brands which they are trying to service at the same time, which ultimately makes the RV manufacturer look bad. As you've heard us discuss in prior videos, this is not our first rodeo, so to speak, with RVs. This is our fourth RV. We know how the game's played, we know what's right, and we know what's wrong. If you feel that you are getting the same type of service or lack of service out of the RV industry, I want to start the RV Owners Coalition to be able to take our inputs to the RV industry and see if we can turn this ship around. Now, I'm not making a blanket statement that all dealers and all service departments are this way, but you know what? I hear more issues with service about piss poor product and quality than I do great service. So comment down below or send us an email at tiresontheroad@gmail.com about your experiences, good, bad, or indifferent, because we want to take that information to the sources to be, whoever that is. I'm going to find out, and we are going collectively to make a change in the RV service industry. It just seems that, well, you've heard me rant on this before. I'm not going to continue to rant because it just gets boring. But let us know your comments, good, bad, or indifferent, experiences you've had, and also suggestions that you've seen as business people out there, or business people out there who have run your own business, or if you work in a management position. What do you see that could correct the direction that the RV service industry is going, to be able to improve it and to be able to get the quality, the time frames, the service that we deserve for spending big dollars of our hard-earned money on these RVs? Don't forget to subscribe, give us a thumbs up. Yeah, I got a boo-boo. I've been remodeling my daughter's kitchen. Little video on that coming soon. But we look forward to hearing from you, and we'll see you in the next video.